depths of Enfield, Illinois, a tale of the macabre unfolds, a tale as enigmatic as the cryptid it tells of. Beware, dear listener, for you're about to plunge headlong into a narrative drenched in mystery, intrigue, and a creature that defies all reason. This is the chronicle of the Enfield monster, a cryptid like no other. In the spring of 1973, a ghastly presence emerged from the shadows of this unsuspecting town, leaving terror in its wake. For 1 week, the citizens of Enfield were tormented by this eldritch abomination. Imagine this, if you dare, a creature standing at a mere 4.5 feet, but with 3 grotesque legs, its pallid skin resembling death itself. Its 2 misshapen arms, ending in fearsome claws, were a testament to nature's malevolence. But what would haunt you most were its enormous blood-red eyes, shining with an infernal glow, capable of striking fear into even the hardiest of souls. This was no ordinary cryptid. This was the Enfield monster. It all began on an unassuming evening in April 1973, when Henry McDaniel returned home to find his children trembling in the grip of unbridled fear. They babbled of a nightmarish creature that had sought to invade their sanctuary while they played in the twilight. Concerned for his offspring, McDaniel investigated their claims, stumbling upon bizarre canine-like tracks with 6 grotesque toes. But the true horror awaited him. A ghastly scratching sound echoed at his door, and as he pushed it ajar, he confronted the creature itself. As terror seized his heart, he did what any reasonable being would, slammed the door and clutched his firearm. The air was rent by gunfire, and the abomination hissed, its ghastly utterance a fusion of wildcat and dog. With one last malevolent glare, it melted into the inky darkness. Shortly after McDaniel's nightmarish ordeal, another unfortunate soul, Rick Rainbow, a radio news director, ventured near an abandoned house to unravel the mystery. He too met with horror, for the creature leaped across his path in 3 bounds, a ghastly blur of nightmarish proportions. The Enfield monster wasn't just a nightmarish apparition. It was a malevolent wraith, agile and relentless. The final account, etched into the annals of the town's history, occurred on May 6, 1973, when a group of 5 young men came face to face with the enigmatic beast. They painted a portrait of terror, a 4 to 5 foot fiend, draped in matted gray hair and possessing 3 twisted legs. Enfield, a once quiet hamlet, was thrust into the cruel glare of national attention, attracting curious onlookers and believers in the enigma of the Enfield monster. Despite countless hunts, the creature vanished without a trace, leaving the world to ponder its origin and purpose. Some dismissed it as a misidentified wild animal, while others thought it a ruse concocted by mischievous townsfolk. Yet, there existed a faction that believed the Enfield monster was a true cryptid, an undiscovered species, or perhaps a visitor from the cosmos. And so, the Enfield monster cast a shadow over the realm of cryptozoology, its name forever etched in books, articles, and television shows, ensuring its legend's perpetuity. Though less famous than its cryptid kin, the Enfield monster's image continued to captivate the curious. Its otherworldly countenance, baffling origin, and the enigma of its vanishing stoked the fires of curiosity, in the hearts of cryptozoologists and enthusiasts alike. The Enfield monster will forever be an enigma, an eerie creature that forever marks the town of Enfield, Illinois. As long as unexplained phenomena continue to haunt our world, the legend of the Enfield monster will persist, a reminder that, indeed, reality can be far more terrifying than the most disturbing fiction. So, dear listener, should you ever venture down those rural roads of Illinois, beware. For lurking in the shadows, the elusive Enfield monster may yet beckon you to become the next chapter in its horrifying, enduring tale. In the heart of Wildwood, Missouri, buried beneath an enigmatic shroud of woods, there exists a nightmarish road, forgotten by most, but never truly abandoned by the horrors that dwell there. These forsaken paths, obscured and overgrown, conceal secrets that defy the daylight and reveal unspeakable terrors under the veil of night. It's known as Zombie Road, a name whispered with trepidation, a place infamous for its legends. Some say it's cursed, others insist it's haunted, while more assert that it's a malevolent enigma lurking in the shadows, eager to ensnare the unwary. Wildwood, Missouri, seems like an ordinary town, but beneath its facade lies a sinister past. The old U.S. Route 66, a relic of bygone eras, traversed these parts. In the years between 1926 and 1932, it cut right through Wildwood, a town that boasts a mere 35,000 souls, half an hour's drive west of St. Louis. Within its quaint borders, tales of phantoms, monsters, and vanishing souls have taken root. The very name, Wildwood, might conjure images of pioneers locked in brutal struggle with untamed landscapes, stagecoaches rattling down dusty trails, or ruthless train robbers eluding lawmen. But it's a cruel irony that the town of Wildwood itself didn't come into existence until 1995. The area, however, is an ancient one, with indigenous people treading its soil for millennia. The inexplicable nature of Wildwood's emergence only deepens the enigma of Zombie Road. Hidden among hills and oak trees, Zombie Road stretches a chilling 3.6 miles near the Merrimack River. Built over a century ago in the 1860s, it's whispered that this winding road traverses an age-old Indian burial ground. Which tribe or tribes occupied this sacred land, no one knows. The legends only speak of vague Indians. Hikers who dare tread these cursed paths have recounted the feeling of ceaseless scrutiny, eerie noises echoing through the trees, and inexplicable cold spots that chill the soul. Some even claim that a spectral old woman lurks in the darkness, her wails of anguish vanishing into thin air when approached. As the legends tell it, those who venture to Zombie Road at night are met with a fate more sinister than death. Spectral Native Americans, undead Confederate soldiers, child spirits, and tormented souls of those who met tragic ends in nearby railroads and quarries haunt this forsaken trail. And the horrors don't stop at the undead. Rumors persist of shadowy figures, inhuman entities, and a colossal, malevolent zombie serial killer. But you must be curious about the colossal serial killer zombie, right? They say back in the 1950s, Zombie Road was a popular spot for teenage lovers to rendezvous. During that same era, a deranged escapee from a nearby mental institution vanished into the woods, leaving his blood-stained attire by the roadside. He took refuge in a ramshackle hut, venturing out only under the cloak of night to slaughter unsuspecting young lovers. He spent his final days in that decrepit dwelling, a harbinger of death, and even in death, he continues to haunt the area as a giant, unholy serial killer zombie. This isn't a fabrication, it's the lore of Zombie Road. Another chilling variation of this gruesome tale whispers of the zombie being employed at an orphanage run by sadists, with an inexplicable nearby graveyard reserved for murdered children. These shadowy and obscure details gave birth to the legend of Zombie Road. As the night descends over Zombie Road, Wildwood proclaims a grim decree. It is off limits after dark. Yet, what's curious is that the town asserts Zombie Road doesn't even exist. In truth, Zombie Road never held that official name. It was, in reality, Lawler Ford Road, a forgotten relic of the 1800s, originally constructed to access the Merrimack River. It underwent a transformation in 2010 when it was repaved and renamed Rock Hollow Trail, a place now reserved for bicyclists. The reality, however, paints a far more sinister picture. Zombie Road is only dangerous at night, for it's a domain patrolled by vigilant law enforcement, eyes ever watchful for intruders and vandals. They wield ticket books, and trespassers may find themselves slapped with fines, sometimes soaring as high as $1,000 for a single transgression. So, you see, the darkness that cloaks Zombie Road is not the specter of the supernatural, but the relentless pursuit of justice, a stark reminder that the horrors that inhabit the human realm are often more terrifying than those we dare to imagine. In the vast tapestry of nightmarish legends, the tale of the bogeyman transcends borders and cultures, ensnaring the imaginations of children worldwide. It's a chilling revelation to learn that almost every corner of our planet harbors a similar spectral terror. In the Spanish and Portuguese-speaking realms, the sinister myth of El Coco, also known as El Cucuy, reigns supreme, and its dark whispers hold a common, unsettling refrain. El Coco devours children. El Coco, the very nomenclature veers into a realm of darkness. These words, with their origins intertwined in the languages of northern Portugal and Galicia, etch a terrifying presence into the mind. They may translate to head or skull, but their symbolic weight surpasses such mundane connotations. Imagine a haunting coconut adorned with ghoulish eyes, lurking in the depths of deserted islands. In the domain of malevolent folklore, nightmarish creatures often claim specific regions as their stalking grounds. Regrettably for humanity, El Coco transcends boundaries of geography, slinking through the tapestry of language and culture. Its domain extends wherever Spanish, Portuguese, or Galician is spoken. A treacherous El Coco danger zone travel guide is not far from the truth. Consider this, though. Proximity to the speakers of these languages places you at the brink of danger. Wherever you tread, the echoing whisper of El Coco might lurk. In the deepest hours of night, when the world is cloaked in shadows, El Coco emerges. Its eyes burn like crimson embers, hidden beneath your bed or within your closet. Its maw harbors rows of razor-sharp teeth, akin to the barracuda lurking beneath the waves. A hairy behemoth skulks atop rooftops, its claws as long as knives, prepared to cut the thread of life. Some envision it as a grotesque humanoid alligator, while others tell of an empty pumpkin for a head. The grotesque shapes morph, but the dread remains. Perched within the caves of hills and mountains, El Coco rests, its grotesque ear reminiscent of a giant bat, tuned to the melodies of children's mischief. When night beckons, it descends, hungry for transgressors. It snatches the misbehaving children, casting them into a dark bag, spiriting them away to its lair. In the darkness, El Coco savagely devours them, leaving no trace of their existence. Parents brandish the age-old warning, "Behave, or El Coco will come and take you away." The stories vary, and the meaning behind the caution might twist and turn based on the parents' intent. The eternal question emerges: is El Coco real? While the rational mind may dismiss it as a fiction fabricated by parents to mold their children's behavior, generations of children have trembled at the mere utterance of its name. In the minds of the young, El Coco is as real as the night itself. Curiously, folklore boasts malevolent beings that are visible only to children. Speak to those who encountered El Coco as youngsters, and you'll uncover tales of close encounters with the monster, festering in their memories, shadows of dread that still haunt their sleep. The earliest mention of El Coco hails from 1518 in Auto da Barca de Purgatorio, an allegorical play by poet and playwright Gil Vicente. The name's use in this context refers to the devil, an entity shrouded in malevolence. While access to Gil Vicente's work in English is scarce, the roots of El Coco trace back over 5 centuries. The presence of this sinister figure in his writings serves as an enduring testament to its antiquity. The folklore surrounding El Coco and bogeymen in general may be attributed to parents utilizing fear to mold their children's behavior. Yet, this explanation raises a haunting question. How did such a tradition span the globe, terrorizing children through generations? Could there be an underlying current of truth, with ancient malevolence lurking in the shadows, waiting to consume the innocent? History provides chilling evidence of monstrous malevolence manifesting in human form, such as Albert Fish, the infamous American child serial killer cannibal known as the Boogeyman. So ponder, dear listener, when you hear the haunting echoes of El Coco's name, does it bear the weight of mere legend, or could it be a whisper from the depths of time, a warning of horrors all too real?